Hello, everyone. I am 24/7 Sports National Analyst Tom Loy, and today we have a special guest on hand, and he is someone I want recruiting fans to learn a lot more about. He's a special talent on the field, and to be honest, an even better person to deal with away from the field. Let's welcome in the #1 overall player in the class of 2026, Greensboro, North Carolina Grimsley, five-star quarterback, Faizon Brandon. Faizon, how we doing, my man?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. Well, yeah, you have a big commitment on deck, man. August 3rd, the finalists are Alabama, LSU, NC State, and Tennessee. But before we get into the recruiter side of things, I gotta ask, when 24/7 Sports national analyst Anna Adams and I let you know that our director of scouting, Andrew Ivins, was naming you the #1 player in the entire country in the entire class of 2026, what was that moment like for you, man?
It was very exciting because I was in school at the time, and I wasn't really I didn't know the rankings were going to be changing then, so I was really excited. It caught me by surprise, and I'm very thankful for that. So it's definitely a blessing. Yeah, it
So
really just
looking back, that was awesome, man. But looking back, your first scholarship offer came from East Carolina. What was that moment like? Just knowing you earned a free education and all the work had paid off.
um that was another big moment for me because I went to that camp. I wasn't really expecting an offer. I was just going to see what everybody else is like there and see the competition. So to come out of there with an offer, that was definitely very big. So early, so that was very exciting.
You've racked up a ton of offers, but since essentially blowing up nationally, what's social media been like for you? Is your phone constantly blowing up?
Oh yeah, it definitely is constantly blowing up. Yeah.
Outside of football, man, and obviously lifting as well. What are some of your hobbies? What are you getting into when you're not playing ball?
I'll just like chill. I'll watch some like shows or something or play the video game. That's something I like to do a lot. So those are like the main hobbies I would do outside of like working out or playing football, just training and stuff.
Yeah, I see you always posting about playing the new NCAA game, and you and pretty much everybody in our office. But before we dive into the process and your upcoming decision, I want to do a quick rapid fire 10-question Q&A just so everybody can get to know you a little better. So the first one, you can have anything for dinner. What's your go-to meal?
I love cheeseburgers, so that's probably the thing I would go to right there.
Okay. You could watch any movie over and over again. What is it?
All the home alones.
Okay. And then what was the dream offer growing up?
Oregon. Oregon because of their jerseys and stuff. That was one of
I feel like a lot of people say that. And then if you could visit anywhere in the world for vacation for a couple days, where are you going?
probably say the Bahamas.
Okay, no argument here. What's your favorite and least favorite thing about high school?
Um, I would say how how late we get started because we have practice and stuff for football. So um, we get started pretty late, so we're at school pretty much all day. So we don't really have any time to do anything after school. But my favorite part, I would say, just meeting everybody, being able to hang out with my friends and stuff, and be able to learn at the same time is pretty cool. So that's the main thing that I like about high school.
And then what drives you day in and day out?
Um, Say my family, seeing them, knowing that they want me to do great things is what really pushes me, what motivates me every day. So those are that's the main thing that motivates me.
And do you have a hidden talent?
No, I don't think I have a hidden talent. No.
You're a pretty good football player and basketball player, so that works.
Yeah.
If being an NFL player isn't an option down the road, what could you see yourself doing for a career?
Um, that didn't work. I would like to be an engineer, like an IT engineer. So what I like
Okay.
to do.
And if you could sit down and have a conversation with one person, dead or alive, who would it be?
Um, I would say my grandparents, 'cause they passed before like I to talk to them.
Okay. And then lastly, one person who has positively impacted your life more than just about anybody else in your life.
My mom, yeah, she's been motivating me through everything. So, through the highs and lows. So she's been the person that.
Love that. All right, let's get into the recruitment, man. August 3rd is the commitment day. Why is now the time for you to make your decision?
I think I've been to I've basically been everywhere that I really could see myself going. So, I think it's just time for me to make a decision. I've been everywhere, seen pretty much everything, seen what I like and what I don't like. So I think I just kind of know what I would like to do, where I would like to go.
And let's look at the 4 finalists. We'll go alphabetically, but why is Alabama a finalist?
I would say because how hard they're recruiting me and, just the school in general, Coach Sheridan and, Coach DeBoer have recruited me pretty hard since they've got there. And I know it wasn't easy for them because they're still trying to gel with their team. So seeing them do that really meant a lot to me. So that's the main thing why they're in the top 4.
What's Kayden Dawson like when you guys are just hanging out?
He's definitely a guy. He's definitely a guy that you can sit and talk to about things outside of football, not just football. So he's definitely a guy you can go to for anything. I feel like that's great.
What is it about LSU that has them in the mix?
Coach Sloan and Coach Kelly, I see why they're a great program because they're definitely coaches that will make players want to follow them. They do things the right way. Coach Sloan is a great teacher. He makes it very easy for you to learn the offense, I would say. So that's what makes him my LSU.
What do you think of head coach Brian Kelly?
He's a great guy. I can see why he's the most active winners coach right now. So you can see everybody in the building loves to follow him. He's a very respectful guy, very grounded guy. He's another coach that you can talk to about pretty much anything. So that's why I would say why he's one of the great coaches.
3rd finalist is NC State. What has them in the hunt?
How good of a program they are and how close to home they are. They have a great QB coach, Coach Roper. He had coached a lot of great QBs. So for him to be this close to home, coach that many great QBs is a big thing to me.
And obviously with head coach Dave Dorne, what's he like when you guys are just on campus hanging out?
He's a very grounded guy. He's a guy that I would say if you didn't know he was the head coach of NC State, well, you wouldn't be able to tell if he didn't tell you because he's how good of a guy he is and how he's just somebody that you would love to talk to. He isn't too above himself, so that's definitely a great thing about him.
And last but certainly not least, Tennessee. Why are they a top contender?
I would say because of the relationships I have with everybody from the head down. On the defensive side of the ball, also, you don't get that everywhere where you have good relationships with everybody all around the staff. So, and then also them being able to develop QBs and show me that is another great thing that they have shown me done.
What do you like so much about head coach Josh Heupel?
How he knows about football and how he's played, been a high level quarterback. What he knows what quarterbacks like and what they don't like, and what pretty much how to coach them, how to maintain a good quarterback and build them and develop them.
And when you were narrowing everything down to these 4 finalists and trimming your list and identifying your future home, what's that school going to have? What are a couple factors that school absolutely needs to have for you to commit there?
Good relationships all around. I would say where I know I can be developed and where I feel comfortable being there for 3 or 4 years. So, also just support team outside of the coaching staff that can help you whenever things are you're feeling low or like feel like you need some help with some things. So I'll say those are the main things.
And when you make your decision, obviously we have a long way to go to you need to put pen to paper, but do you see this as the end of your recruitment, or are you still going to talk to coaches, take visits, and keep your options open?
I think this will be the end of it. I know people probably won't stop calling, but I don't think I'll take any more visits just to. I know the school I'll probably go to that will stay loyal to me, so I'll stay loyal to them.
And lastly, when you commit, what are the coaches, your teammates, the fans, what all can they expect out of Faizon Brandon, both as a player but also as a person?
A great person, a great student athlete. That does things the right way. I would say, very respectful. Just very great overall player on the football field. Great student that's going to do things right in the classroom, outside of the field, just on campus as well.
Well, that wraps it up for me, man. Faizon, I appreciate you coming on here and sharing a little bit more about you, your process, and your upcoming decision. I'm fired up to see how things play out come August 3rd. But college football fans, thank you for joining us today. Please like and subscribe to the 24/7 Sports YouTube channel. Until next time, have a great day.